Along it? Yeah, I motion to extend.
Who seconded?
Quinn, we are live when you're ready.
Okay, thank you.
Look at that, there she is.
Yeah, I can pull that up here.
There she is.
Actually, you should pull it up. You can. Someone's gonna be talking. No.
Oh, no. What is that? What if I just that's so loud? It's okay, I'm professional.
Okay, thank you everyone for being here. The time is now 4:34, what I have, and I call this meeting to order. Welcome to our General Assembly meeting, the Madison College Student Senate. This is a public meeting and will be recorded for transparency and record-keeping purposes. We're going to cover a few basic items before beginning. If you lose connection at any point during the meeting, you can reconnect by clicking the link or calling the number in the original email from senators or support staff online members. If you're able, please activate your video and keep it on for the duration of the meeting. Please use the raise hand feature when you'd like to be recognized to speak. I'll do my best to monitor hand raises when you want to ask questions, vote, or make a motion. And with that, can we get a roll call, please? Vice President Rogers?
Yes, you may. President Jose Villarreal. Excuse. Vice President of Administration and Finance, Tim Mattson.
Present.
Vice President of Legislative Affairs, present. Vice President of Team Development. Vice President of Public Relations, R. Nichols.
President.
Advisor Cole Calabrata. Senator Sanjay Jagadish.
Present.
Senator Ashley Larson.
Present.
Senator Ida Wilma. Senator Bethany Bauer.
So right now, late will be absent if not by the end.
Good. Senator Keziah Oluwabi. Senator Ashley Juarez.
Present.
Senator Ali Mohammed.
Present.
Senator Sierra Brunner.
Here.
Thank you, Sierra. Goodman South Branch Campus Senator Annette Crowder.
Present.
And Reeseburg Senator for Consenda. We have that form.
Cool. Thank you. With that, I'm going to move us on to the approval of the previous meeting minutes. I'm sure you're all very familiar with this document already, but I will just review it briefly. At our last meeting on March 5th, we approved an agenda, a amended agenda, excuse me, and then proceeded to public comment with Dr. Tim Casper, who talked about Workday, student information systems, Dead Foundation, a handful of little things. We moved on to a full suite of reports from officers, advisors, standing committees, special and select, branch campuses, and shared governance. We then moved on to new business, where we again discussed bill number 4, bylaw revisions. And that was most of the time spent on new business. We did also briefly touch about food at General Assembly. And here we are today enjoying the fruits of that discussion. Lastly, we had a few extra announcements and then adjourned at 6:29. I would like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes. Motion made by Senator Larson, seconded by Senator Wilmo. Here we are for discussion. Any discussion? Yes?
Motion to amend the agenda to add special. Huh?
We'll start with minutes.
Oh, it's minutes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Correct
Any
line.
any discussion? Okay. Seeing none online, none in person, I'd like to entertain, I'd like to approve this motion by unanimous consent. So if you disagree, speak up or raise your hand now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, motion is passed. These minutes are approved. Moving on to the reading and approval of this meeting agenda. So after the approval of the agenda, we will go into public comments. with Sylvia Ramirez, Executive Vice President of Finance and Administration. Or any other public comment happens to arrive. Then we have a team building activity, which was going to be led by Vice President Sertzel. Vice President Sertzel is unfortunately gone due to illness. Spoken to a couple members of his committee who said they might be ready to do an activity, so we will still have a team building activity. Disclosures and recusals, a short list of reports from officers, advisors, and standing committee. And then down to unfinished business, we will again address bill number 4, bylaw revisions. After that, new business, bill number 5, will be read in Senate Media Coordinator by Vice President Nichols. And after that, we will have an announcement and adjournment. Perhaps.
No, it isn't on you.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yes.
Are you Vanya?
Yes, it's me.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Quinn. Can I entertain a motion to approve this agenda? Saw Senator Sindar first, and I think Senator Juarez second. We're having discussion. Any discussion? Yes.
Yeah, can we amend the agenda to put the special election of, sorry, how do I pronounce your last name?
Nagaraj.
Nagaraj? Okay, have her special election and then public comment? You have an announcement you wanted to make, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then to add that under, do we want to put that under announcements or public comment?
I believe you told me that you can't stay for the entire meeting, so you
Yes,
better
because-
speak for a minute now.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been like, I'm gonna take 2 minutes and then.
Then, yeah, to add her under public comment.
Cool.
The first and second of the original motion agree to these. One special election for, it's Bhavani?
Bhavani is the first name and Nagaraj is the last.
Bhavani Nadaraj over here, to fill one of our vacant senator seats. And the second amendment to add public comment from our guests back here. That would be Senator Sindar.
You guys accept the amendments?
Excellent. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none in person. Pop it in the chat, seeing nothing online. Okay, with that, I'd like to pass this motion by unanimous consent. So if you do not agree, please speak up now. Otherwise, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, this agenda is approved. Ari, I believe you were putting Bonnie up first for 3 minutes of public comment.
Sure.
That's correct. Okay. Then you have the floor for 3 minutes.
Thank you, everybody, for having me. Good afternoon. So I just came to present the art gallery. We know it's upstairs. We have the following show and we have the following one. It's gonna be employees, but I would like to talk about if you can get the word more that the students getting involved. The show in April is for students. We have this already a couple of years, so we just like to talk if you can, we spread the word for getting more students involved. They have been partnered up with Student Life so to promote just like to come here and like, oh, I'm the represent, the students for the art gallery. And then we have more information on the website so I don't know if I can forward the email and the link. We have a little bit of information here. Finish taking pictures. But yeah, it's pretty much basic. It's just like, please tell the students how we can, they get involved, they show if they do arts, because we support like art, some type of arts, like a painting, open mic. Yeah, just think about it.
Interesting.
Not much,
yeah.
it's just like
Okay,
they
for
say,
sure.
go to the Senate if they see how can we get more like the word out for the next show for the students.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Still have a minute and a half on the clock. Anyone want to ask a question about this, Ben?
What day did you say it was for students?
can be painting, or type of painting, and then if they do any type of art, we're encouraged them to be involved. It is also they partner up with Doug.
Doug of the Clarion?
Yes, yeah, he's
Yeah.
run like the newspaper for this group.
Mhm.
He's like on board more. And just put the faces for the outcome.
It runs April 30th to May 15th.
Yeah,
Are you good if we hold on to this? We can bring it up to student life later?
yeah, perfect. Yeah,
That way we'll just have it there.
yeah, and then if someone, so we do have the form.
Okay.
And then I can leave a couple here.
Sure, please.
And then it can. After.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Donna. Okay, sounds like an awesome exhibit. Thank you for coming in. We'll now move to our second public comment. Sylvia Ramirez, Executive Vice President of Finance and Administration. Hello, Sylvia. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Congrats.
That's the week.
Well, I appreciate your email and that was great. So thanks so much for having me this afternoon. I was just telling Cole, I have a hard stop at 5 o'clock because I am running a shared governance information session at 5, but I only have one question for you, and then otherwise I wanted to hear from you. So I'll go quickly. I always appreciate the opportunity to be here in front of you all. My role here at the college is the Executive Vice President of Finance and Administration. And so my portfolio at the college includes things like public safety, finance, budget, facilities, auxiliary services like dining in the bookstore, events, business services like administrative support and procurement. And that's, so I do all the back end stuff. I wanted to talk to you all. Actually, I came with a question instead of a presentation today. So as you know, we sometimes have inclement weather, possibly some this weekend. I actually was planning to bring this topic at a time when we didn't have inclement weather because I didn't want you to be like thinking about a specific event. But one of the things that as we had a new president come in and the way inclement like campus closure decisions due to weather, we have like a set of information that we pull together, we make a recommendation and the president approves it. So she has been asking me questions about like, how do we do this? And when do we do that? And where does this? And one of the things that I shared with her is, one of the struggles I have is I never hear from students. I hear a lot from employees about whether we close or not close. I always hear something, but I don't hear much from students. And so what I wanted to do is just come and talk to you all and say like, see if you had some feedback. So I have a couple questions that I was hoping to just ask, to see if people could tell me a little bit about like a weather related decision that we made, and whether that helped, like what helped, what was a struggle, like was there a time where you were like, oh, thank goodness you closed because I wasn't going to be able to make it in, or was there a time we also hear from people who are like, hey, my class requires X number of hours of in-class instruction time, and when you closed, then we had to make it up on a weekend and I couldn't go to my part-time job or things like, so like, can you give me some examples of where it's gone well or where it hasn't gone well? Can you share some of the challenges you face when we do delay or cancel? Do you have recommendations for improvements, particularly I think around communication? And then if you have experiences from other like employers or other educational institutions that you wanted to share, I'd take those. So I don't know, Quinn, how you want to handle folks
I guess
giving me the feedback,
we're
but
going right into a Q&A. Anyone
I reversed it on you.
got something they want to say right away? If not, I'll actually, let me go to you first. I saw you were going for it. Want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, you got it.
I've not been here super long, so I don't know a whole lot about past experiences, but one of the ones I do know about, we had the closure, I think it was Friday for the cold weather.
Due to cold, yeah.
Yeah,
The first
and
week of classes.
Mhm. And the thing I was noticing was that how that information was getting out, there was obviously through the Wolf Pack and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I know me and President Jose actually walked around campus and I know other members of Senate too, just letting people know. And I think that was really helpful. And I think just kind of sending information out to professors and to other faculty members, maybe to student life, they can help get that word of mouth. I think that
Mhm.
might be a helpful way to increase that communication, maybe putting it up on whiteboards too.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. That's, so that one was an interesting one because we did communicate it the day before. Typically, that's like way more advanced notice than we usually get. Often, well, it depends on the circumstance. So to just give a little context. So for cold weather, the nice thing is we often know it's coming, right? Like it's very clear, the storm is on its way, like you know for sure it's gonna be cold. Snow is always a little trickier because, I mean, you all have experienced it where they're like, tomorrow it's gonna be crazy, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. And you look out your window in the morning, you're like, it barely snowed, right? So that one, we often have to make that decision actually around 5 a.m. is our like cutoff if it's gonna be a morning decision, or we try to aim for noon if it's gonna be afternoon. So it is a tighter timeline, but I appreciate that for the ones we know in advance, making sure that we get that out. We do send an email to all employees, but we can see if we can be a little more intentional in that communication to encourage them to make sure they're sharing it out.
Thank you for your question. Thank you for your answer. Advisor Cole Caleoprado.
Can I just ask, I got your first question, what were the other two? Because I'm putting the
Oh.
the chat.
So one was about a time a weather-related decision has affected you, challenges that delays or cancellations have caused.
Okay.
Recommendations for how we could improve just in general and specifically then around communication.
Cool, perfect, thank you.
Has anyone been here a little bit longer and either agreed or disagreed with a decision? Yeah.
So this is kind of relevant to the sort of whole idea about weather and everything. But I'm thinking about it now while I was sitting here. And while we have like the like Wolfpack Connect like emergency, like hey, there's a
Wolfpack
fire or
alert,
everything, or like the alerts and stuff, I've realized that I don't actually I don't feel like we have signage or exit plans posted readily, which is like kind of different, but I think that in the case where there's is inclement weather or like some sort of
Right, if there was
natural-
something more
Yeah.
urgent, right?
right, making sure that, you know, kind of like how high schools do it, where they have like near every door in a classroom, they have the fire and like tornado, like this is your fastest way out of the building. I think implementing that here would be good for safety.
Yeah, we do it via a QR code.
Okay,
That's right here.
cool.
So this gives you the emergency plan, but I do appreciate that especially in this larger building, I think it can be a challenge. And so I can share that with our risk manager.
We learn something new every day.
Keeps me on.
Cool. Oh, we have a hand online. Annette, you have the floor.
So,
Hi, Matt.
hello, I'm sorry, my phone and everything is falling because I just got into a study room. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Other than my headache. I just wanted to, what was it I was going to say? Oh my gosh. I was gonna say that I appreciate when there is advance notice, because of the fact, being someone who drives in for almost an hour, I know that that's probably not everybody, but I can't be the only person that's driving in. And I think Ashley might have mentioned it earlier, or somebody I thought did, that, if the professors can announce it, if they know it too, just because sometimes I don't think everyone is diligent about their email, and I'll definitely acknowledge being one of those people at times. So,
Yeah, and I think only employees get it via email. Students usually get it via Wolfpack alerts. The cold weather was another one where we had a lot of conversation about the Wolfpack alert, because normally they're like, the fire alarm's going off right now. And so we were like, how do you do a Wolfpack alert? Like, we're not closing this moment. Like, so then we had a conversation about like, do we wait and send the Wolfpack alert later? But I think this is good information to know, like, no, it's not. You guys will read the Wolfpack alert enough to know that it's tomorrow.
I'm not taking anyone else's time. I'd love to throw in my comment. I was having that thought, which is that in the case where you can send notice earlier, I think people have time to change plans. And so I think you can maybe be a little less discriminating about closing campuses. If plans change at 5 a.m., there's just going to be so many people who show up anyway. Unfortunately. I personally think it's sometimes I think it's a little arbitrary, because it's like, I'm gonna take the bus if it's -28, but I'm not if it's -30.
Right.
And that feels a little silly.
Yeah.
But I'm under the impression we close if MMSD closes?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, we've stayed open when MMSD closes.
Okay.
It's interesting. So you all might have seen, you may or may not have seen, there was a news article about how there's a student at Memorial High School here in Madison who put together like a little tool to predict whether or not the school was going to close. I thought that was awesome, so I stole it. And I made our own tool. And so I used AI. I was like, okay, AI, like here's all the times we've closed. Like go look at the weather and like tell me what factors it appeared that we looked at, right? Like I had to kind of reverse engineer a model. So the things it said, like we can predict whether or not we're gonna close based on the forecasted snow for the next 24 hours. How many inches has fallen before that? So, right, like if we have a ton of snow and we're getting a ton of snow, that's different than if we have 10 inches of snow, we're getting 8 more, that's a lot of snow. If we have no inches and we're getting 8 more, maybe, right? The temperature, the minimum, and then the wind chill. So alert level, which is, so the National Weather Service puts out different levels of alert. There's advisories, warnings, and then extreme cold warnings. And then road conditions, which we collect from the Department of Transportation. We do look at whether or not MMSD is closed, but then the other one we look at is all the other schools in our district, all the other school districts, because we have quite a few school districts. So I actually have to keep a list and then like cross-check it with Channel 3000, because that's how I get it. Because then like sometimes they're like, this school district's closed. I'm like, oh, are they in our district? I have to go check. But we do look at sort of a holistic picture. MMSD is interesting though. I think it's the new leadership there. They seem aligned with us more. It used to be they closed significantly more frequently than we did, which I think was a very big hardship on our student parents.
Yeah, because we have so many student parents.
Right, and then you have, your kids are home and you're supposed to be at school.
Yeah.
Use first.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go to Advisor Kali Prado and then, wait, okay, I thought your hand was up. I'm sorry, then that's Senator Sindar.
I don't know.
And then you're next.
I don't know, are you the correct person to ask that? But I just want to ask that, so according to Center of International Education, international students contribute over $4 million to Madison Area Technical College budget. So I just want to learn, and most of the money is we paying is out of state. Like, where is that money going is not very clear. Like, do we have chance to learn what international students paying, and do we have any breakdown? And with the follow-up, do we have any chance to show that, like indicate that in the budget?
So in the budget, the only way you would see international student tuition payments is we do in some of our reporting breakout, whether it's in-state or out-of-state tuition paid. But that would lump international students in with any student that's not paying in-state Wisconsin resident tuition. I can see if our budget director can come by and come to one of these in the future and give you guys all an update on sort of what we've seen over as a trend over the last few years. And as for where the money goes, he can share some of that too. But all tuition payments go into our general fund, which is like our general operating fund, which funds sort of everything that we do here at the college. So like faculty pay, Cole and me, Cole, maybe not. Cause I don't know, are you student fee funded?
Okay. Like 68% student fee.
Okay,
less than
so some of Cole, and then, things like markers and pens and, things like that. So it funds like sort of everything that we do to operate, but we don't break it out. Like it's just all tuition. We don't break out like, oh, this tuition came from this student population. It's used in these ways. It comes in as tuition and then goes out for the different needs that we have across the district. But we can definitely have our budget director come and share some just information about how that's gone and maybe do it jointly with CIE.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, and then I think we're going to Senator Larson and then your hand is up.
Yeah, that's just a recommendation, so fine, last one.
You said earlier that the students who have to make up a certain amount of hours in order to pass that class, is that the requirement of their program or is it the requirement of the instructor?
Typically that's when it's the requirement of the program.
Gotcha.
So either they're in a program that results in a certification that you have to have achieved a certain number of hours. The easiest one for me to come up with off the top of my head is Law Enforcement Academy. And so the Law Enforcement Academy, you have to do a set number of instructional hours in order to be a law enforcement officer. And if we cancel, they have to come up. Because they're my, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. I always hear from them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to provide, just a recommendation. I've been meeting with a lot of the regional campus managers, and one of the things, I guess, just to maybe ask for in the future is, are there additional ways that we want to provide outreach to our students at our branch campuses? Just for the fact that I know the communication and other stuff that's going on out there can vary depending on how many students, how many people are at the campus and such, but just for consideration for them, as I know that talking about the changes and such, it might do all the same things we do, and I'm completely wrong, but just have something to put out there of like, consider that, because we wanted to see that increase and seeing those students retain to those.
Thank you. All right. I have to step up, but thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And maybe Cole, I can come back another time so I can hear more from them. That'd be great.
Awesome,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
We'd love to have you.
Can I make a side note real quick?
Yeah.
Please continue to eat the pizza. I'm not taking any of it home, so.
Okay.
Please do. Sorry, but go ahead, my bad.
I will take responsibility.
Yeah, so everyone grab a slice of pizza.
Con, you wanna grab me a slice?
And then
Why not?
Thank you.
we are moving on to our, as soon as everyone is stopped shifting around, we're moving on to our team building activities. Which Senator Juarez, you're so comfortable running this show? Okay, Senator Juarez has so graciously offered to run our team building activities.
We were listening to that.
Technically, you have the floor right now. You might wait 2 seconds.
No, I was gonna say both, but then if like that one wasn't there, I'm like.
Hey, Sanjay.
Oh, you're not feeling well, now you're eating more pieces of pizza.
I feel better.
Do
now.
not judge them.
It's because of the pizza.
I feel better.
Oh my God. See, I told you, allow this man to eat.
I'm letting you, I told him to.
I did.
You need to point anything up?
No.
Thank you.
Don't walk towards the light. Wait, no, don't do that. Sorry, guys. That was. Sorry, that was. Oh, gee. Jiminy Christmas.
I think that's initiative to take as a
Just bring pizza, but we are using our student fee money to purchase pizza for our meeting.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, guys, so for the.
Appreciate it.
I'm not changing my mind.
All right, we're going down.
He added.
So Corey cannot be here, so I thought maybe we could do charades.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so I thought maybe we could split. Okay, I thought maybe we could split the team, to.
How many teams?
Two, and then also divide the people online, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I suppose you want to walk around and give us each a 1 or 2?
One.
Is charade still one?
What'd you say, Anna?
I was just wondering, is charades the one we played last time or the other time, or is that something
No.
different?
That was Pictionary,
I can explain it. Charades is basically, they give you a word and then you act it out instead of drawing it, which is what we did last time.
Oh, bro.
So we're just gonna split it, so Ari, or you all are one team,
Yeah.
Ash, are you participating or no? You are? So Ash over, you guys are another team, that's an even split.
Not kicking your ass, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay, but that sounds
Okay, do I
fun.
just,
Thanks, cool.
okay, I'll give you guys the word.
Oh my God.
You guys-
And then,
Okay, come on, you folks online, I want Annette to act something out online. We can all do the same thing.
okay.
Yeah, Nat.
And then Annette, you will be a 1, and Sierra, you will be a 2.
I can act out a headache really well.
No, I'm facilitating.
I
I'm not, I'm telling you.
We get to decide.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I think that's very fair.
It's
5 versus 6. That's the best we can do.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What? Okay.
Oh, we need to, oh, we
Both
need to get
teams, you
it.
choose the person.
If you need, I'll be on a team, if that makes it balance.
If you would like
We
to
want
play,
someone on our team.
we're a little lower.
Who would like to be the actor here?
I'm okay.
You're a good actor.
Okay,
Oh,
and I'll,
Okay, cool.
would it be good if I give them both the same
Or
word?
like airplanes.
No.
Ivana, you want to join us? Or do you
All
want
right,
to
I'm
just, you want to just, you could just watch too.
Yeah.
I was thinking of word. Please don't do like crazy, like add this. I don't know how to. Sorry. You want me to help too?
No.
They're speaking.
Over there.
You can talk.
Someone online.
Yeah, well, just go by.
Oh, so this is the team.
Okay.
They're going for it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just-
Oh, I don't have this. This is very.
So how do I know which team I'm a part of?
Let's manifest
Just
actors.
good.
Annette, you're part of that team.
Our
Oh my God.
bro.
Who's on the team that I'm part of?
Ashley, Ari, Sanjay, Furkan, and Ida.
Okay, I see them now.
Number 2.
The OGs, the OGs.
You guys are number
I
one.
think we
Yeah,
have
we're
a.
number one. You guys are like new, so like, eh.
Actually, you've been here longer than I have.
I feel like these events always like split us apart more than like bring us
Well,
together. Stay away.
I think it's Spanish. Yeah, I don't think it says penis.
Team divided.
So lost.
We got Quinn.
I mean, it's.
All right.
Who acting? You?
Who's acting?
Who's
Oh, I'm the actor.
Okay,
Ashley,
so.
our actor.
Oh, got to
ask you that now.
We don't know what they're kind of trying to do.
Actually, you're out of the
Replay.
camera, or whoever is acting is out of the camera range. I think
Just
it's.
Say whoever's actually. Yeah, this is like.
So can you see Ashley right now?
Nope.
Is Ashley gonna be up there?
I can see Sanjay, Furkan, everybody else.
I'm like.
Oh, you know what? Isn't it?
Can you see it now?
The large
Yes, I
camera.
can see you now.
You can stay
Okay,
here.
right here.
Yeah,
It's
so
over
look at
there.
the TV screen.
Ashley, it's over there.
Yeah,
You can
I'll
stay
show you.
here.
So I just got to
Well, okay, there we go. Now I can.
Ashley, move a little bit to.
Yep.
Over. Oh, there it is, right there. Good, you're good.
So when do you want me to go? Oh, I can't talk, sorry.
Here, okay, how much time are we given?
She's
1 minute? All right, I will keep time on my end.
1 minute and a half.
90 seconds? Okay. All right, on my go, start acting. You have 90 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Puppy?
The practice.
Sunflowers.
Dancing?
Photosynthesis.
He got it.
What?
Sanjay got it.
What did I say?
It was flower.
What did you say?
It was flower.
We'll switch off that way.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was like, how do you act up loud?
This is great.
Why? I said sunflower.
This is not fair.
Flower.
Yeah.
Why is it not fair?
No, if anything, we got an advantage. Wait, make sure you're in camera.
So now,
Right there.
Sierra, this is your team here.
We got this. Sarah, we got this.
2, 1. Firefighter.
Painting?
No.
Building.
Carpenter.
Builder. House.
Locksmith. New building.
A doctor?
You can make noises, I don't care. We're not saying stuff, so noises are.
Broom, broom.
Breakdown.
Mechanic.
You got it! And you said it wasn't possible.
No, you just move from cars.
Oh, it's no, don't worry, sir. We got it. We got it.
Also.
I saw with the wheel.
Yeah, unless y'all wanna act.
It's up to you.
All right, I can act.
If you want to take it again, you can, otherwise I'll take it.
My word, that is
We're probably gonna do 3 rounds. I'll do it in the next and then whoever. I don't know, I think I might be an
You
actor.
did the design fabrication. Goes on, you got well and stuff.
Little bit less.
So I thought-
This is your.
Okay, forward. Not that forward, not that forward.
Evil.
Yeah, he's evil.
With the alignment.
Hey, no talking.
I expect
Yeah,
some
you know,
really good
I'm
sound
excited to
effects.
hear this. Here, I'll time this
All right,
one.
lock in, lock in, lock in.
All right,
Enjoying this.
3, 2, 1, go.
Superhero, jumping, skydiving,
Astronauts.
Olympics, breakdancing, bird,
Electricity.
cycling, flying, bomb,
Just done the same thing.
50 seconds.
Lightning.
50 seconds.
lightning, oh, electrocuted.
Reset it actually. Yeah.
All right, you got it.
It was lightning, I'm sorry. It was lightning.
That was great, like.
Yeah.
When you made sounds, I'm like, all right, I'm set.
Yeah, I gotta make.
You should have done like thunder.
What is this? Lightning?
Yeah, I don't know, like lightning, I don't know.
Like crouching down.
I don't know.
You gotta keep track.
Does someone else want to act or?
Oh, you should have like.
Horse lightning.
I think horse lightning.
All right, I'm Ashley, go. Sierra, this is your team.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Earthquake? What?
Tornado.
What? Wait, someone's done?
Being recorded.
Oh my God.
Elephant, big ears.
Is that the Is that the animal? Yeah.
Okay.
Turtle?
Oh, you got it! Let's go, Albie.
What was the first one?
Shell.
Oh.
It's up to you.
Oh, man, you can go.
You warm it up.
What? I thought he did.
Oh, you went on your knee, bro.
Do you want to see someone else act, or do you want to win?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jumping from like cement blocks.
Yeah, where are you sitting
Like
at? No one's
ago, and I
gonna-
did a front roll because I landed weird, and I said,
Yeah, what's the reason?
I love that one. That's a good impression right there. Fucking spot on.
All right. 2 for 2, man.
Nightmare.
You're so excited.
Bro.
Sanchez.
All right, on my count, ready? And that's your team. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Ashley, you gotta move over to the middle some more.
Oh, right here?
Good, just because we're in the way, ready?
Sorry.
You're good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh.
A whip? A lasso?
Ping pong, did someone say?
Oh,
Batman.
Tennis.
It's,
Got it.
it was badminton.
Sanchez.
Stafford.
Tricky.
Okay.
There's only 3 things, ping pong, tennis, or badminton.
Yeah.
There's pickleball.
Yeah, sorry. Good job. Good job, guys.
That's the, I was
Anyone else
waiting.
want to act this round?
You want someone else to act this round?
You said ping pong.
That's what you want. Can you make the sound?
Sure.
I saw a speech about this like 4 years ago.
Oh, you can.
There's a couple options. You just went through all of them.
Just
I
ping.
would prefer if you just
I
keep
think I
making
know
like
it well
the same
enough.
sound effects every time.
Oh, my
Like,
God.
It's always.
You got it?
I think I know how to do this.
Come to the middle.
All
All right, other team. Sierra, this is your team. On Ashley's mark.
It's like all the way down. It's like-
Would you please start recording now? She always doing great things. in
3, 2, 1.
Golf.
Golf?
There's no version like.
Mini golf.
No.
Baseball?
Maybe I don't know.
Softball.
Cricket.
That it?
Got it. All right. Honestly, you all, actually, Ed, like,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
guy. These are good times.
You gotta think
So-
of something
What
else.
was the last one?
Oh, let's go.
We're gonna do one last one, and then we're gonna use cricket.
All of them get, good job.
That one person said.
My dad was a captain of the.
Yeah, one, but where Cole has to act.
Right, for like 3 minutes.
He said,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta say, pretty solid team.
Yeah, who would like Cole to be the last person to do charades? We all have to guess.
Yeah, that's probably it.
First person to guess wins
Yeah,
for their team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna do that?
Or we act out something and then the team has to do it.
Yeah, I guess already.
Too bad.
Oh. This is a democratic system.
Wait, so one person did act?
What?
One person act
No, so I would say that you would.
at the same time?
That's cool, that's why you act.
You could have-
Actually, you act.
But I know the word. Oh, wait, I know the
That's why
word.
you act.
But I,
Not volunteer to do this.
I'll do it.
All right,
Lock in.
Lock in, actually.
so I think in fairness, to this, I'm gonna have all of you screaming at us. Let's do this. We're gonna give, what if we give Ashley 30 seconds to act it out? You all come together with your one word.
Okay.
I think that that's the easiest way to do this, right?
Yeah.
So I will time
We would
30
do
seconds.
Scenario, right?
Everyone online, Annette, you can see Ashley, correct? Okay,
I thought you could get.
everyone pay attention. 30 seconds, once it's done, you all have.
Wait, can be yelled at.
No,
Wait, 30 seconds.
After 30 seconds, you'll have 30 seconds as a team to decide. To my folks online, just drop something in the chat and I will tell your respective team what you think it is, okay? Does that work? All right, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Break, guys, sorry. Okay.
What makes it
Wait, redo, I can't.
What? That does not count.
What? You don't know what jump?
Oh, God.
Jazz
talking.
All right, if nobody gets it, that's fine. All right, here it is. 30 seconds, folks online. If you think you got it, drop it in chat.
No. Did it work?
No.
All right,
Pizza game.
Oh my God.
and before you make a decision, I'm gonna provide you what your teammates said online. So make sure I'm gonna tell you.
Genghis Khan.
The Twin Towers.
Genghis Khan.
New York.
That is what?
Okay. Was that bad? That was bad.
It was interesting. It was-
Have confidence. Ashley, you did great.
All right, real quick.
Yeah, queen.
All right,
That's the way I look.
we gotta come to a conclusion here. We'll see if we get it. Based on this amazing action.
To be honest, the acting could be better.
I appreciate it.
Like, what if we after the acting I got used to, we got new acting. as
Well, what happens if we both guess the same thing?
That's right there.
And you both, like, you both
both
win?
Yeah.
I mean, congratulations, you won. We'll see. So I'm gonna go to this team first. What is your decision?
Hey, how
What
are we
was?
gonna know? They will not gonna copy.
Yeah. Hold on, hold
You
on.
should ask.
So here's
I
this.
can write
Right or no?
Okay, wait.
Oh,
like
you, yeah, we don't know if it's
No,
right.
but like.
The reality is, it's a
Wow.
gamble.
Bro, don't say
This
it.
is gambling, right?
Yeah.
You say it truthfully, right?
Oh,
If they want to bet it, they can- you all have it.
Okay.
Are we really
No,
gonna?
I'll say it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
been. Queen.
No,
Yeah, I
see,
will
the
answer
other
it
thing,
here.
we just see it in
Oh.
the ear or something. and then you
I'll
have
answer
to
it here.
try it
Write it down.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
couldn't do sound effects. Oh, she has.
You couldn't?
No, I just couldn't think of them.
You couldn't think of any sound effects?
Nah.
Okay.
Well, it was embarrassing.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah. So what the fuck?
That was my fault.
What was the answer? What was your guess?
Okay, no, what's your guess?
Rainbow.
What the hell?
No, no.
It was explosion.
No. What was it?
What was that?
What was it?
A cloud, it's like a cloud.
What?
No,
Alright,
listen,
everyone stop.
listen to my explanation.
Wait, hold on.
Crowd don't.
Take a break. Tell your explanation in a second. I'm still just so thrown off. You both guessed rainbow.
Wait,
I
what was
just-
it?
like-
Like,
Listen,
rainbow,
don't-
like, rainbow. Guys,
Keep
listen,
going,
listen,
Rainbow.
listen, this is like the cloud,
Listen,
right?
wait,
And
first,
then
what's the
rain
answer?
comes
Sun goes
down.
down?
Yeah.
Wait, why
Cloud.
were you jumping?
Why were you jumping though?
Cloud.
Because jumping's
Oh.
fun, okay?
That was
When you're
dope.
up there, you want
Because
to.
it's like the rain falls down, but you're a cloud, you know?
Okay,
Why did
Mom
you
just
jump?
say
I
that.
have no clue.
Mom just wait.
Thank you to everyone participating. Thank you to Tiara and Annette.
Dude, guys, don't
Appreciate
ever
that.
put me in a movie. Oh my
Did
god.
That's it, y'all. And I believe you. I figure what they're gonna copy. You both said.
I wrote it down.
So, bringing this meeting back to order, I guess we'll have to do another team building activity to find the real winner between these two teams. Ends in a draw.
Oh, I stole.
Yeah. Moving on, from the most lighthearted part of our meeting to the boring part, disclosures and recusals. Sorry, the most serious and important part. Does anyone have anything to disclose or recuse? Now is the time. Opportunity is here on every meeting because it's really important to do so. Take a moment. Nothing in person. Nothing online. Okay, thank you all. Then we will move on to reports of officers, advisors, and standing committees. First, the Executive Council and President's Report. For some reason I put myself down for this. Executive Council met earlier this week. We talked about the order of the bills that are coming up, kind of how our committees are going to be looking for the rest of the year. Because this last portion will be a little bit different, at least for my own committee. We touched on a few issues that we foresee coming up over the horizon, and we just want to get ahead of in terms of election as well as other things going on. We're happy that we have, I don't know if everyone knows this, we have 34 applicants for Senate elections. For the 26-27, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That for the 26-27 term for Student Senate, I don't believe we touched on anything else. E-team, Cole, am I forgetting anything? In shaking heads. Any questions? Any questions I can answer? Seeing none online. Hearing none in person. Going to move on to Finance Committee and keep talking. So Finance Committee, our big project is over. That big project was the 3-year plan and presentation, which Annette and I spearheaded admirably last week. Thank you for a member or two of the Senate who I think came to listen and cheer us on from the stands. Now, Finance Committee is trying to figure out what else we will do with the rest of the semester because we have a little bit of time. We're going to keep meeting and we're going to keep trying to serve the students. And so we're deciding what the best way to serve the students is for the rest of the semester. That decision will be made after break. That's all that happened. We did also talk about Skills USA again and approve one, I think it was just one, if I remember correctly. We approved membership dues. So I think it was actually in 2 separate orders. Any questions, concerns? I never get questions. That's fine. Well, if you have any lingering that come up in your head later, feel free to shoot me in Teams or email. I will likely get back to you in a timely manner. We will move down to Rules and Legislative Affairs Committee. Vice President Rogers, what's up?
Thank you. We did meet. We went through the bylaw revision, also memory. It was a very quick meeting. We just sort of applied the edits that we had gotten from the last JIT and a few other things. that I had talked about with Cole and the other things. And I will motion those in as an amendment when we actually get down to that bill part. For what RLA is going to be doing next, all the stuff we're working on from here on out, outside of what is actually outlined in the bylaws for us to do, which is the resolutions and arbitrating and looking at elections. The next stuff for us is all just transition work, make sure that we have the right documents to set the next send up for success. Concludes my report.
Awesome. Thank you, Vice President Rogers. Questions, discussion, concerns, encouragement? Nothing. In person, seeing nothing online. Then we will move on to Team Development Committee. Unfortunately, Vice President Sturtzel is not present. Will you want to speak on this?
Sure, I just borrowed one of the time for.
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead. Spoke with VP Sturtzel yesterday in a one-on-one, and it sounds like the thing that's gonna be coming up on the horizon, Team Development Committee can correct me if I'm wrong, is getting all of the information and marketing out for the hat and mitten drive that we are looking to host to support the covered food pantry and potentially providing those hats and mittens to the riders of the shuttle, as well as we do have a lot of student parents who will use that, so we do provide it to them. More information to come soon. Marketing will be out shortly, and we are hoping to kick that off. If not the week we return from spring break, the week of elections, because it's something passive that we can have available.
Yeah, awesome. I look forward to hearing about that and how it'll work and how we can be involved as senators as well. Any other discussions? Seeing none? Okay, we'll move on to Public Relations Committee. Vice President Nichols.
Yep, so, we had a not terribly interesting meeting, but we did get some stuff done. So the main two things was I really used the meeting more to assign tasks to people. So, we now have a team who will be creating, I think, around 5 questions for the president, candidates for Senate, in which we'll be doing quick interviews with them and post those online so everyone can kind of get to know them better. We've also been working on creating that marketing for the voting, letting people know it's out there and that they should do it. So far, we have completed 1 banner, 2 posters, and 1 television ad. The 2 posters and the television ad was made by Ashley Juarez. Thank you for doing that. So down the line, we will hopefully, once we're back from spring break, do those interviews with the presidential candidates, as well as continue working to get the, the election marketing and voting information out there more, as well as helping anyone who is campaigning for their election set up their tabling and have access to flyers and other resources they need. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Vice President Nichols. Any thoughts or questions for Vice President Nichols right now? While we are on this topic, in person or online? Okay. Hearing none in person, seeing none online, we will move then to the advisor report. Advisor Khalil Prado, you have the floor, my friend.
Thank you. As y'all may have saw from my email, I kid you not with this, the date for the last WSG meeting has moved. I have it in writing, in email, and a physical printout that I got from the meeting. It was decided that it was April 10th. And then I was told that that's incorrect. Don't know how, where, when. So we are having the final meeting. It will be later than we anticipated. It'll be April 24th at Mid-State. Plan is for right now, we're leaving that day, coming back that day. And anybody who wants to go, respond to my email or send me a direct Teams message. We're going to be a little bit tight on time on this one because I have to find childcare early in the morning for one of my kids. So we may be leaving here and getting there just as the meeting starts. So I'm just be full transparency. So maybe you'll like that we're not leaving at like 7 a.m., but we'll be getting there, rushing in, sitting down and meeting set to go. So just transparency for all y'all. The deadline, I think I said for that was like the day that election started, March 30th or something like that. My email says it. You can find it. Yes, within your committees, this is a great time to continue to work on your transition documents. Talk with your VP about what would be beneficial to provide to the next senator who may take over your role, because it is extremely helpful. speaking on new Senate members, you all received, hopefully received, no, it's coming out next week. You'll all be receiving an email and an invitation soon to the swearing in ceremony for the 2026-2027 Student Senate. It will be happening on a Tuesday this year. Only reason why is because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are completely booked out at the college. So it'll be Tuesday, 4:30 to 6:30 still, so we'll still follow the same time frame. Hopefully that works for everybody. We'd love everybody to be there, even if you're not returning, as we want to take the time to celebrate folks. It is a good time. For those that were there at the last one, it's pretty nice. It's pretty low key. And a lot of people get to be there to support you, including we invite the entire president's cabinet. So something to know with that. With that being said, you all will receive an email from Ari. I don't know if it's over spring break or after we get back from spring break about tabling during election week. Everybody has to table during election week. This is not a part of your 2 hours per semester. This is everyone's expectation and requirement. I'm going to even table. And the sole purpose is to wear your Senate jacket, have the voting like election flyers out, and getting people to vote. That is the sole reason rationale behind that. During that time frame, there is no campaigning, so nobody will be advocating on their own behalf. Everybody will be advocating for simply go out, vote, and answering questions about how to vote. It's all through Wolfpack Connect. For now, I think that's everything. I'll entertain any questions since I know I threw a lot of data or stuff out there.
You said Wolfpack Connect, so would they be able to access it through their student email? Or
Yes, so how it'll end up working is everybody who qualifies and is able to vote due to paying student fees, they will go on ahead and get an email on that morning. On Wolfpack Connect, they're actually tagged specifically as an eligible voter, which allows them to access the form for the ballot. If they're not tagged as that, they do not pay student fees, they cannot vote. We had that question last year. So if they get the email, that will work the entire week. They're going to get like 4 emails that week, but during the week, that link that they get will work for them, and it only works one time. So as soon as you submit it, it will log you out and say like you can no longer submit any more information for this ballot.
Thank you.
Yep.
Great. We have one online and then we'll go to Vice President
Go ahead,
Rogers.
Nat.
Will there be QR codes that we can have at the table with us?
Oh, yes. Yes. And this is all tied to your profile. As soon as you log in, it'll either bring you to the ballot or it'll say you do not have access to this.
That sounds great. Thank you.
For the ballot, is there like a save and exit option, or once you've, put in a few answers, if you go away from your computer and it closes, you can't get back?
Good question. I've never actually tried to put a draft of a form from Wolfpack Connect out there. I'll try it out. My guess though is that if you don't finish it, you probably restart it unless you click like save as draft. I think there's a draft option in forms for Wolfpack Connect that you may have started, but most of the time people just don't finish it and they just start back over. And once somebody submits the ballot, we cannot change it. So be crystal clear with folks, and so be in my email to all eligible voters. As soon as they hit submit, that's it. No matter what they say, not even myself nor Ellie Cream will go through and change votes. Once it's in, it is in. So that's why we want people to really take their time to read through that information. Any other questions? Oh, Annette, go ahead.
Do we get to find out how many candidates are running for each of the positions?
Yeah, so that information went out.
Right now.
Do you have the numbers? Okay, so
Yeah.
Ari will actually tell you how many folks are, and it's all available. If you go to Senate's website, the home page is the candidate landing page. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so we have 8 people running for president, 2 people running for vice president of administration and finance, 0 people running for vice president of legislative affairs, 2 people running for vice president of team development, 5 people running for vice president of public relations, 15 running for general senator, and then 3 running for Goodman South.
With seeing nothing else, you all receive more information from me in the future by email about how elections will operate, but I'm
Cool. Any other questions, comments? Critique? Nothing? Okay, then probably probably you're off the hook. We are moving on to unfinished business. Bill number 004, bylaw revisions. Vice President Rogers, you have the floor. We will try and pull something up.
So good at my job and no one else can replace me.
We appreciate it.
So for the bill, Cole, can you pull up the Senate bylaw transparency administrative revisions bill?
Yeah, new ones.
Did he get slow today?
Yeah, it's the same, unless he downloaded a copy and is using the old copy. This is still the same copy.
I'm using the one that Quinn sent out.
That one might be wrong because Quinn saves them. This is my file.
Is it
the
labeled
one-
5 or 6?
This is Bill 004.
Yeah, but is it version 5 or 6?
No, I'm talking about the bill, not the
You sent him
bylaw.
like.
So it just says bill number 004 for Senate bylaw transparency administrative revisions. I'm just gonna pull it up and you tell me.
Awesome, thank you.
That's not it. I'm using the wrong.
I think it was like, 'cause I had to
Muscle
send-
tag, man.
I had to send the email before you sent me.
Right.
If you go down to section 2, subsection 3, first subpoint. Allowing persons, yep, that's the old version.
Excellent. Where can I find the new version?
I can share it with you. It's
Okay.
the same.
Copy. Honestly, if you wanna, if you have it readily available, can you drop it in the team chat or no?
Yeah.
That way everyone can pull it on up and I'll pull it up as well.
I just shared it with you, so you should see it in your email and I'll drop it in the chat.
Open it now.
Should have just sent. Anyone wants to pull that up, please feel free to do so. Bill's getting that up on screen momentarily.
I have 22 copies. Let's open up how many times I've clicked it.
We are not allowed to.
Yeah, we don't have access.
No action. Request access. Request access.
No, like my email, and we'll fix it.
Request access.
Yeah, we have permission to download it.
All right, all right, I got it. This one pictures me. All right,
I'd like access.
all right, this look good?
Probably, can you go down to section
Whoa.
2, subsection?
Yeah, access now.
Thank you.
Version 6.
Yes, that is the correct one. Success. Okay. Amendments to this include the 2-hour in-person requirement that we talked about for our last meeting. Another one that came up with Cole is a 1-month or a monthly meeting with campus managers for branch campuses. And then we amended subsection E to say closed ballot, just for clarity. And then for Article 7 elections, we just added the thing that we talked about where AI may not generate speeches, but may edit or translate them. And then the other amendment that was made was that while EZEC makes the agenda, it is the president's responsibility to ensure that it gets made. So should, Bull's giving me a furrowed brow. So should EZEC not meet, the president puts out the agenda and appoints for committees and things of that nature, which is how it was outlined last year. So that is within precedent. Are there any questions about the amendments that were made? Yes.
Sorry, I just want to make sure, because, we were talking earlier, the, under, section 2 commitments, 3, C, sorry, a 2-hour, office hour in person requirement. So we were talking, for VPs who do 4 hours, here it says that we only have to do 2 office hours in person. So, or is that
You are
correct?
so right. That
So
is
that way,
incorrect.
so that VPs aren't doing their whole 4 hours of, office hours in person. It's just the 2 hours, correct?
Correct. So how it reads in the bylaws is it does read properly that all office hours will be done in office. This I made a little while ago, so that is a great catch. I'm updating that now.
Ask another.
Yes.
And then, well, if this was what was, voted on or going to be voted on for the 2-hour.
Oh, I got it.
Office hour, is that,
I fixed it.
is that like, gosh, words, I know you're so good. It's just 2 hours. It's not 4 for VPs.
It is 4 for VPs. All office hours were made mandatory in person.
So,
That was what we voted on last week.
Right.
so I think what Ash is, well, I'm out of terms.
Yeah, go ahead, Advisor Caliocrado.
Use my full last name, man. So I think what's being stated is when we had the conversation ended with all office hours to be completed in person. So I think what Ash is stating with this is that it said 2 office hours because that was coming from we talked about the senator perspective, but actually applies that all office hours will be completed in person 2 and 4.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Officers must follow, reading directly from the new bylaws, officers must follow the same rules, but must complete 4 in-office office hours weekly, is how it currently reads. Are there any other questions about the amendments that were made? I do have one more that I just forgot to mention. Write-in candidates were added back in. They were briefly removed for the old version, but Cole was talking with other members of Student Life, and our elections mimic that of the real-world elections you see. So write-ins are a procedure that we are basically mandated to have. So I just added those back in and put the stipulations around that. Those are unchanged. Any other questions about amendments?
I'd like to motion to bring it to a vote.
I second that.
Okay, first and second, bring it to a vote. We have discussion now.
Good discussion, yeah, discussion on mine.
Cool.
Annette, sorry.
Thank you. Annette, you have, oh, shaking your head. No?
This is seconding.
Was just seconding. Thank you.
That's what we-
In discussion, I would like to say that I actually had one other question about a point that was not an amendment.
Okay.
From the prior version. I guess I had, my question was, can you just
Well,
read?
Hold
Yeah.
on, we're in discussion on the motion to bring it to a vote. Why don't we fail that vote? So that way, because I know there are other questions about the
Okay, so
bill
then
right now.
what would have to happen is to make it as simple as possible, I would just rescind.
Yeah, I'll just take it away.
Okay, the motion to bring to a vote has been rescinded. We remain in discussion of the business item, Bill 004. Hearing nothing else, I want to just bring this question and then we'll have any others that need to be brought up. Just to reiterate, what I think you talked about this last time. Section 2, commitment 3, subsection G. What does adding guardrails to spring and contested elections mean again?
Yeah, that guardrails is doing a lot of work. There are a lot of guardrails that were updated. These were made per recommendations from Ari, so Ari can give you a much more comprehensive rundown. But the 2 things that were done, first off, was giving a single special election procedure. We read through these in our last meeting. This was, the 1 week prior. The nominations are open. Nominations must be seconded. We talked about the AI policy, and then we talked about the things that candidates must have. They must be given 3 minutes to speak, 3 minutes to answer questions, which are prepared by, read by, and provided by the executive council. And then briefly, the voting method, there is that voting for first choice is 1 point, second choice 2 points. There's a Google form in there, or a Microsoft form if you do want to poke around with that. And then also, president is tiebreaker, so will not vote unless there is a tie. The other thing that was added was for general elections, there were campaign rules. The first was that Senate provides 2 digital copies or 2 flyers that people can hang up, which are capped at 160 total words, 60 per short answer question, 80 per short answer question. I can do math. And then there were a few other requirements. Social media has to be equal. Senate social media advertising. Senate provides locations and tabling spots, same as how we have been doing it previously. Senate members are tasked with removing unauthorized election materials. Senate members are not allowed to endorse candidates. Senates may not slander opponents, use Senate research sources, or solicit votes near tabling events. And Senate discourages candidates from spending their own money. Ballot order is randomized, and students may only submit 1 ballot. A lot of that is precedent. A few of those things are new.
Okay, cool. I think I was just a little confused by the term guardrail, and I didn't know what it contained. If it did not confuse anyone else, then I won't ask to change it, though it could be something like clarifies procedure for Senate members and candidates, something like that.
I'll change that.
Or if anyone prefers guardrails, speak up now before this change is cemented into place.
Can you repeat that wording you proposed, clarified process for candidates and?
Senate members, current Senate members. Okay, I had, after my own comment, I have one from Senator Larson, and then we will go to Senator Ovalabi.
I know last time, we talked, about doing the, creating that all office hours had to be in person. I was under the impression it was the 2 office hours, so that way general senators did their, an office, did their office hours in person. But that carried over to the VPs who, if this gets passed, they will have to do all 4 hours in person. Is there a way that, and I'd like to hear your guys' feedback about it, to just make it 2 hours, so general senators are in person, VPs are in person half the time, and then they can have their office hours outside of that, because they do a lot more work and, that's not in the office at all and behind the scenes. Is that something that you guys?
So actually it's proposed that we keep it how it was originally listed, that there is a 2-hour office hour in-hour requirement for all Senate members. Meaning if you're a regular senator and you do 2 hours, those 2 are in person. For the EZECs where we have to do 4 hours, only 2 of those have to be in person. If no one has any comments on that, lovely. If you have comments, I'd love to hear it. If we don't have comments, then I would love to just put this to a simple vote, not through Parley Pro, but just like show of hands. Do you think it should be 2 hours? Do you think it should be 4 hours? Does anyone have any comments?
Have one online. Senator Crowder, you have the floor.
Thank you. I would be in support of the officers doing 2 hours in person and doing 2 hours outside of office hours, just because there are, different meetings. I mean, we hear all the time of, I shouldn't say all the time, but I remember Ari mentioning that like he was going to meet with this person about that or that person about this. I just feel like that would take away from fairness, the other things that the execs do.
Yeah, that's a great point, Annette. Thank you. Does anyone else have any comments?
Yes, I also go what she says, concerning like the 4 hours, that 2 hours in person, and because she's like she said, so like behind the scenes, you all work in executives and stuff, so I think that works there.
Any last comments? Awesome. Informally, do you mind?
We have one more comment, I think.
I think if as a Senate, we show the stance of, we want to do our office hours person to improve student engagement. And I think our vice president should also include that. For me, I think it should be person. It's kind of so good to make them person too, so it's gonna show our standing, how we care about student engagement as a student senate, and how making person will support this idea. That's my.
Thank you for your comment. Appreciate that. Any other thoughts? No, it's going twice. Okay. I'm now going to ask for a raise of hands. We're going to count how many hands are raised. First one is going to be, are you in favor of making it a 2-hour requirement for all positions of in-person office hours? Then I'm going to ask for a vote for if you'd like it to be all office hours, meaning 2 for general, 4 for exec. And then there's going to be a third vote for if you wish to abstain or you think there should be a new number. And then we'll ask you to voice whatever your concern is.
I'm gonna stop sharing so I can see.
Are there any questions about the vote we're about to do? Awesome. Do you have a comment or you just thumbs up?
First op, can you go over the options again? First option is everyone does all hours. Second option is, I flipped those. Okay.
First one is the shorter time requirement, which is 2 hours.
For everyone.
The second one is all hours. Third one is abstain or have a conflict or concern. Other. Yeah, we'll hear about that. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. If you're in favor of making it a 2-hour office hour requirement for all positions, please raise your hand. Love democracy. Technically, you shouldn't.
Mine.
Okay. All those in favor of making it a full-time office hour requirement for all positions? Awesome. All those for the third other option? Okay, that will be amended. Those were all the things that I had on that. Were there other questions that people had? Turn it back to
Yeah, I had
you.
a question though.
Yes.
For the section two, the three, then subsection three C, office hours are required, no, these are list of and limit on conduct unbecoming, so like, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that is one of the things we went over. Give me just 10 seconds. I want to write down what we just voted on.
I'll speak for a moment on that. What I remember from our conversation last week is that conduct unbecoming is a process by which a formal motion of complaint can be brought against a member of the Senate if someone else on Senate thinks that they are not doing their service or they are actively disrupting the Senate's mission to serve the student body. The outline, the list of and limit on conduct unbecoming, I think added examples of what that could be to try and make it less vague, without necessarily limiting. It was a list of examples, but it was not a comprehensive list.
Yeah, so before it said, it had two softer requirements, and what we're changing it to is violation of the Senate Constitution and bylaws. Very easy to prove you violated this rule. No, you didn't violate this rule. And the second one is harm, Senate efficiency, or integrity. Those are the two things that qualify for conduct unbecoming. And then there were just a few examples listed because there was some confusion about perhaps what those examples could be. And I encourage you to read through those if you are confused. One of the other things that was changed for conduct unbecoming was just the president holds that tie-breaking vote. That was outlined specifically. And then the third and final thing that was changed for conduct unbecoming, there was no limit on the number of times that that motion could be introduced. So you could motion every meeting and say, I don't like this person, we should remove them. And this new thing says that should that initial motion fail, it cannot be reintroduced within the same Senate term without new evidence. That was the limit on conduct unbecoming. Are there any other questions about the amendments that were made? Are there any things that we want to see changed, like Ashley's comments? Awesome. Are you on a motion?
Yeah, I'll motion to vote.
Okay, Vice President
I'll
Nichols,
second.
motion to vote. I believe we just had a second from Senator Crowder online. In a discussion? Any opposed? I just need a first and second to bring it to a vote, correct?
That's correct. So if there's no discussion, then you can just automatically move into the roll call.
Okay, then we are moving to roll call.
You want me to keep track on my end?
Oh, wait, you're supposed to do roll call.
Oh, because I'm
Because you're,
BPAF.
because you're number two right now.
Active.
Here, I'll just pull the list, just take notes. Oh, excellent. Well, then, in a moment, Vice President Rogers will do a vote by roll call. Oh, am I supposed to vote in this?
No.
Okay.
Because you're acting chair, you cannot vote.
I call on myself to vote, right?
Yes.
Seems like abuse of power. Vice President of Legislative Affairs, are you in favor? Aye. Vice President of Public Relations, are you in favor?
Abstain.
Abstain.
You have to go down the true list. So not just who's here.
Oh, okay.
So that's fine. Yeah, just backtrack to Corey.
Okay. Vice President of Team Development, Corey Sertzel. Are you taking note of this? Can I just read?
I
it?
am. I got it.
Awesome. That speeds it up. Thank you. Senator Sanjay Jagdish.
Aye.
Senator Bethany Bauer. Senator Ashley Larson. Senator Keziah Luabi.
Aye.
Senator Ashley Juarez.
Aye.
Senator Ali Mohammed.
Aye.
Senator Ida Wilma.
Aye.
Senator Sierra Brunner.
Abstain.
Goodman South Senator Annette Crowder.
Yes.
Reedsburg Senator Furkan Sindar.
Yes.
Passes. Yeah, passes.
Yep. Just still a spot. So does Jose abstain because he's a Senate member who's not chair and not present?
So it's the chair of the meeting, while the president doesn't have an outright vote, whoever's chairing the meeting typically is kept out because they would be the tie-breaking vote.
Okay, so it's not just chair, it's president also doesn't have.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Thank you. Okay, bill number 004, bylaw revisions for short, has now been passed. There's no further discussion to be made on this topic. We'll celebrate after meeting, obviously. We will move on to new business, as that was our last piece of unfinished business. New business, bill number 005, Senate Media Coordinator, Vice President Nichols, do you want to go?
Yeah, Cole, can you pull it up for me? It should have been in the email, Quinn sent out.
1 second.
All right. Do I have to read it unbroken in full, or do I just have to read it in full?
What does that mean?
Do I have to read it without like stopping in full, or can I read a section, explain what I mean by it, and then read the next section?
It has to be read in full to be read in.
Okay,
And
so,
then once you're fully read in, then you do whatever comes next. But because it's the first reading, it has to be read in full.
so read unbroken.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
How long it takes.
Bill 005, Media Coordinator. Formal motion sponsored or authored by Vice President Ari Nichols, sponsored by Vice President Ash Rogers and Ashley Warrett. Formal motion, the bylaws will amend to add a stipend paid 200 media coordinator position to Article 3, subsection 7, to ensure the Senate is capable of maintaining a consistent media presence. Section 1, primary reasoning. Whereas clause 1, the establishment of a media coordinator position would strengthen communication between Senate and the Clarion by ensuring collaboration on relevant stories and coverage of Senate initiatives. 2, a media coordinator would facilitate the publication and important information from General Assembly, public comment, and promoting transparency and informed student engagement. 3, consistent management of social media and Senate news publications would ensure accurate, timely, and unified messaging across campus platforms, including radio, online, and print media. 4, increased communications with campus media would foster a stronger Senate integration within school communications and maintain consistent presence across all media channels. Okay. Knowing 2 other positions were removed from the bylaw revisions, the current Senate has noted a lack of Senate visibility. Scroll down for me. Thank you. Section 2, bylaw revisions. So to amend the bylaws by adding an 8th section to Article 3, membership, Section 8, media coordinator. Duties of media coordinator. 1, to collaborate weekly with Clarion through the newsletter, Clarion Radio, and other services to publicize Senate endeavors. 2, to promote social life with an emphasis on inclusivity through online services like Wolfpack Connect and offer official social media accounts. 3, to help students organize network with students and get connected with the Senate. 4, to photograph official student Senate events. 5, the media coordinator will have an additional required office hour per week, or say 1 office hour per week must be spent on media position duties. Section 8, Section B of Section 8. Interested senators should submit an application for executive council review. 2, executive council members will review relevant information to appoint a media coordinator by the start of the school year. All right. We're gonna work on this backwards. So,
I'm gonna read the conclusion.
oh, you need me to read the conclusion? Conclusion, be it enacted by the Student Senate of Madison College that the bylaws will be amended to add a stipend paid 200 media coordinator position to Article 3, subsection 7, to ensure the Senate is capable of maintaining a consistent media presence. All right, great. So, I already see a hand up, but I'm gonna say what I want to say first. So, application. The application process is the same application process that we had for our last 2 coordinator positions, which we have now removed, that being the communication coordinator and inclusion and belonging coordinator. Can you go up to the actual bylaw revisions? There we go. So this is what's actually going to go into the bylaws. This is what the formatting will look like. These are the sort of general ideas. So to collaborate weekly with the Clarion through newsletter and Clarion Radio, This is so that there's a person within Senate that all the other senators can kind of go to and say, hey, I have this thing, or my committee's been working on this thing. Can you have the Clarion talk about it? Can we like have it publicized somehow? That makes sure that we don't have 10 different senators all going to Doug, all trying to get different stuff on the newsletter. And, we can all make sure that's organized in one place, as well as actually knowing and using Clarion Radio effectively is going to be really big in the future. To promote social life with an emphasis on inclusivity through online services like Wolfpack Connect and offer official social media accounts. So I'm not sure why it says and offer official social media accounts. I didn't do the final version of this, RLA did. But that being said, the general idea here is to have our, as it says, inclusivity, make sure that we represent all aspects of Madison College to the college and, make sure that everyone has that equal representation, as well as maintaining official Senate media accounts. So that be Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever is decided that is needed by the media coordinator. They're able to create an official Senate platform on that social media site. 3, to help students organize network with students and get connected with Senate. So another goal of the media coordinator is going to be to help other clubs and organizations set up their own social media and media outreach. A big part of what we do does include helping students and helping clubs and orgs. And this is, ironically enough, didn't know this when I wrote this, but a lot of 3-year plans have actually talked about trying to create their own social media aspects. So working on that, getting ahead of that, and then making sure we're able to provide students with assistance that they ask for will definitely be helpful as I see it becoming more common down the road. Photographing official Senate events. So this one, I'll be honest, kind of unrelated to the rest of them. The idea is 1, they'll be able to take pictures that will look good on social media. But then also 2, make sure that we always have someone delegated to the task of photography, which is important. 5, media coordinator will have an additional required office hour per week. That's just because since we're paying them $200 to do the position, we want to make sure that they do work for the position. Can you go up to the whereas clauses now?
Whoa. Not here.
Cool. All right. Whereas clauses. So, the establishment of media coordinator would strengthen communications between Senate and the Clarion. I already talked to Doug. He is on board with working with a media coordinator to help communications between Senate. So, the Clarion is on board and they would like to do this. And I think that having a stronger connection with them, since they are the main way students hear about things, is very important. The media coordinator will facilitate the publication of information from the General Assembly, public comments, and promoting transparency. So this is like if we have, a public comment or a bill or anything that we worked on in GA and, the media coordinator or Senate in general thinks, hey, we should really, make sure that people hear about this or know that this new thing is coming, right? It becomes the media coordinator's job to make sure that that goes out in the Clarion newsletter, email, whatever we decide to send it out in. Consistent management of social media and Senate news publications to ensure accurate, timely, and unified messaging. So biggest problem that we've had with social media that most organizations have had with social media after looking into what they've said and sort of their strategies is consistency. It is hard to have consistent social media posts just because, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So, requiring and sort of setting up that consistent management will be important and will be something to be worked on, as well as making sure that radio, print, social media, pretty much all information is the same. No, like we aren't telling the same story with different facts or leaving things out or in, one unified message across everything. Let's see here, increased coordination with campus media. So we have, a lot of clubs, a lot of boards, a lot of groups around the college have social media. It's just they don't use it very much. So, if we're able to sort of push this and then also push collaboration with the Madison College Instagram account, the different sports teams, the clubs, all of them that have these posts, if we're kind of able to create that Madison College ecosystem online, it boosts engagement and then, helps with visibility. So really making sure that we kind of create that web. And then, yeah, we removed the inclusion and belonging coordinator and the communications coordinator positions. Because of that, we did have, or at least I felt that there was a bit of a lack in our actual outreach. Obviously, we have done a lot this year to increase outreach, but everything that we've done is targeted towards sort of in-person live events. So I want to make sure that there's someone in Senate throughout the next years that has a focus on that social media and online aspect. With that, now I will take questions about this.
Well, we will go to questions. We are also short on time, so I'll ask all question askers to be quite concise. Senator Larson, you have the floor.
Okay. Oh, first thing, I think this is a good, just a comment. I think this is a good, opportunity, to designate someone that we maintain constant connection with the Clarion. Because we do a lot of we talked to Doug and the Clarion for ads, for Senate to throw into the newspaper, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I like this idea. Second, if you scroll down, if you could scroll down, Cole, please, very quickly. And duties of media coordinator. I can't see with my brain. Oh yeah, section 1. You're missing a period there.
Okay.
And then B, application, and 2, you're also missing a period there. That's all. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Vice President Rogers, you have it next, and Advisor Caliocrado, you are on deck.
Are you asking a question? Okay, mine's a process one. We just have to have it, we have to have it brought to the floor. So you need a first and a second to bring it to the floor. For discussion.
Oh, my
So
apologies.
that's fine, that's fine. So we just need a first and second to bring it to the floor.
Do I have a first?
Motion to bring to the floor.
Motion, second by Senator Larson. I think we just need 2 to bring it to the floor, and here we are.
So we're here now.
Discussion continues. Vice President Rogers, go ahead.
Section 2, within that section 8A sub 5, media coordinator will have an additional required office hour per week. I was actually the one who wrote that final clause there. The second thing is or say. That is something that I had thought that you were going to read through this. My apologies for that miscommunication. I thought you would be able to pick one of those. If it's okay with you, we can pick one and then make an amendment and then decide if you want to be that one office hour or they get an additional one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine kicking that back to the Senate on how they want to handle it, since you did write that in there. For the sake of time, I'm gonna say that we're not gonna do that right now, though. And that is gonna be something we decide when we come back from spring break.
Senator Larson, take the floor.
And so just for clarification, if this gets passed, will this happen, will this position be put into place this year or next?
So, yep, so the position will technically go into effect, but there's not gonna be any pay associated with it for this year. The pay will start next year. But we are gonna run through the actual motion. Actually, me and Ashley Juarez are gonna go through the motions of setting up sort of, expectations of how consistently posts are, what posts contain. A lot of that work that's not specifically said in here, but has to be done for the position to run properly.
Cool. Senator Larson, you can take a follow just because I see no other hands up.
Will it be like an election process?
No, so the same with the communication and inclusion and belonging coordinator positions that we had. This is gonna be something where any senator that's interested can submit sort of why they're interested and why they think they'd be good at it. And then the executive team during an exec meeting will get together and decide it. That will happen alongside the same time that committees are decided at the beginning of the year.
Thank you. Okay. Vice President Rogers, you have the floor.
Section 8B, application 1, it says interested senators should submit an application. Do we feel that is enough elaboration, or should we put more guardrails in on what that application process looks like in case people don't know what that looks like next year?
I mean, if that is something where we feel like we should define what the applications look like, we can. I think that, I guess I'm kind of kicking it to Cole here, but I think that Cole will kind of be able to sort out and say, hey, this is what I want to see on your application, or like, this is what we should look at. We also have a frame of reference with the previous coordinator positions as well as our committee appointments where we kind of see like, we already have a process for how we pick people, so we can either implement that or, like I said, if we do feel the need to, we can write out what the application looks like.
Okay, with the remaining 25 seconds, I'd just like to voice an inquiry that I had, which was that I'm wondering what portion of this is a position to take on public relations tasks that have been not prioritized because there are other things that are more important versus are you trying to do new things that public relations have not been trying before? I guess.
Yeah, no, good question.
If you
Weirdly, so ironically enough, I'm gonna give the worst answer to that and say it's both. So, a lot of it is we have done social media and we have, like tried to do social media in the past. And it's just a matter of, you know, typically whoever it falls to either doesn't have time to it, be it that they're the VP or just some other reason. So the incentivization of it, as well as actually giving it to someone is new, but the social media aspect has been there. As for the aspect of having like one sort of point person to communicate with the Clarion, that is new. That hasn't been something that's been established yet. And that's more or less something where, you know, I felt like I was going into Doug's office like every other day to ask about something that was going in the e-newsletter or one of our ads or one thing like that, or, you know, just anything that we wanted to publish. And I know when communicating with him, it was something that was expressed that it would be easier to kind of have one person that, you know, he's able to consistently communicate with instead of, you know, bouncing back and forth between whoever.
Okay, thank you. We have run out of time and we have one other item, new business on the agenda. So if someone would like to motion to extend the time, we could push this further. That's always an option. Otherwise, I'd like to move us on.
I'm not gonna let you guys motion, or I'm gonna sit down and we can continue this the week after spring break. I know, but I'm not gonna tell them anything else.
Okay, seeing no motion, we will move on to our last item of new business. Which is which was added to this agenda when we amended it, a general senator vacancy election. We have Bhavani Nagaraj. I said that right? Okay, thank you. Bhavani Nagaraj has come in, and for the record, I want to say that she has not had exactly the planning and preparation that all other candidates have always had. But you said you would rather go today because you'll be, I think Cole said, as prepared as you're ever going to be. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Then we commend you for your exuberance. We have a process by which you will have 2 minutes to speak, speech of your choice. After that, those 2 minutes are up, we'll cut you off, hard limit, after which there will be a 3-minute Q&A. We have 3 questions and we'll read them out to you. And again, a hard limit on 3 minutes there. Cole, is there anything I'm forgetting? Okay, then would you like to take the floor?
Yes.
And 2 minutes will begin as soon as you start speaking. At 30, when you have 30 seconds left, I'll raise my hand. When you have 10 seconds left, I'll count down, unless you don't want me to do that if it's distracting. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here and I'm a little nervous, obviously. But I've been attending these meetings and they've been really interesting. Some of them have been very taxing for me, but I've learned a lot by just attending the meetings. And I have been a student since about, 10 years with a huge break in between. I've done my construction and remodeling certificate here at the school. And now I'm back for a university transfer in STEM. And I've noticed that some things are here in the school that I really don't like, in the sense of things need to be changed and adjusted. And I was hoping to be able to contribute more into that direction and listening to other students, what they might need, and bring it to the table. And just a little bit of background, I was born and raised in Germany. Roots are Indian though, so I'm fluent in German, so bilingual.
That it?
I guess so. And I have an 18-year-old daughter. That's it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. We usually do a round of applause. Let's do a round of. We have no other candidates, so we don't have to send you out and listen to someone else. So, a 3-minute Q&A. Do you want to go first, second, third? This question. We're going to read. We're going to read 3 questions to you.
Can you explain it?
I was just wondering if we could put these on the screen or something. We're going to read 3 questions to you. You can answer as you would like. We can reread the questions if you would like. As soon as you start answering, 3 minutes will start. Again, I'll give you a 30-second warning if you get to that point, and I'll count down at 10 seconds, and then you will be cut off. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So let's start reading.
Yeah, are we using those ones or these ones?
They should be the
No,
same.
they're not.
Then these are the right ones.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Your first question. Why do you want to join Senate and what plans or initiatives do you plan to take on?
The second question is, what previous experience or transferable skills do you have that may be relevant to Senate?
The third question is, what is your current schedule like and how do you plan to balance the responsibilities of Senate as a student? And now I'll bring this laptop over to you so you can reference it, the questions. 3 minutes will start when you begin answering.
Okay, first question. Why do I want to join? As I mentioned before, there's things that have been coming to my attention just in my mind and just being made aware of things that have not been addressed, like how to address ICE coming into the school and other things like the food scarcity and all the other drives that have been going on. I'm very interested in helping out. One of my main things would be for sure ICE because it's like not feeling safe. Just coming to school in itself is very nerve-wracking, and at least want to make sure that the students feel safe in the school. Second question, I didn't hear the first one, I did that. My transferable skills that I have is I'm a people person. I like connecting with people, and I have been very interested in the Green Club. I've not gotten to it yet, but planning to sign up. And I have worked with little children and have worked in the Montessori school with them for about 10 years now. And I've got apprenticeship in computers in Germany as well. So I have a lot of transferable skills into joining the Senate. My current schedule is kind of packed, but I would love to make space. And I've been showing up for the meetings on Thursdays, and I'm willing to work with being available to join the committee and doing work for the Senate.
Okay, thank you for answering. We have 1 more minute, and generally we allow a question to be asked. We have one. Floor. Oh, I'm sorry. How did I miss you? Go ahead, Senator Juarez.
You sort of answered it, but I wanted to I don't know, ask a bit more, how would you address the problems you think need to be addressed? Like the ICE.
Like the ICE issue. I've been just asking questions when I come across leaders in the school. It can be professors or it can be Dr. Burns even. I've asked Dr. Burns 4 times now. I have not really gotten an answer. And that really, I don't like it. I've been very distraught about it. That's why I'm here.
Okay, and that is time right there. Thank you for answering. Now, I think you can stay in the room. Let's give another round of applause. We really appreciate your candidacy and your interest. Take it away.
All right, so you all will be provided a link in the chat, which you all should be able to access, as well as a QR code put on screen. You'll have 3 choices in the vote for Bhavani to join Student Senate. You will have a vote in favor of Bhavani joining Senate, not in favor, and abstain. It's a majority rules here, so majority votes will determine the next steps. Links in the chat. Hate not being able to do this from this big computer. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm not like it. If you're waiting for the QR code, please give me a moment. Now I finally works. Great. Awesome. It'll take about 45 seconds.
There's 12 people eligible to vote at the moment, I believe. Counting fund.
You can still vote.
It's a closed ballot.
We'll change that.
Yeah.
I'm giving everyone 30 more seconds. And then once this is done, Will and Ash will come on up to verify the results. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. All right. When did Ash, you guys can come on up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the wrong way to go.
Yeah, there you go. That's blocked off. I got my own.
You're barricaded.
No wonder who did that.
All right. See. So number 12, right? Cool. All righty. Been verified based on the outcome of the. Based on the outcome of the special election. We now have a new senator joining us in the file.
There you go, Sam.
Script set. So it's up to you all. You have the previous one, so if you want to modify on the fly, we can do that. You don't have that on.
If you have a few minutes to wait. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. We appreciate your patience.
Sure, thank you.
As we pull that up, if you want to just do announcements quick.
Yeah, we can do announcements quick. If an announcement is not on the agenda, can it be made in?
Yeah.
Well, our classic announcement, our next meeting will be March 26th, 2026. Tongue twister right there, in room C2402 at 4:30. That is the same room and time. It is in 2 weeks because next week is spring break, during which you will also not be required to do office hours. Please chillax, take some time, don't think about this stuff. I have a further announcement I want to make. The volunteer center is running alternative spring break. So they are volunteering. I believe they're working with Habitat for Humanity. That's something they've done in the past during spring break. So if you're not doing anything and you're kind of looking for something to do, talk to Lena, our friend in Student Life, who is organizing this for Volunteer Center. And it's a really cool thing. I took part a little bit during winter break and it was really fun. I met some new people, chatted. Any other announcements looking around? Go ahead.
Point of comment, that was also put out in the e-newsletter, so if you're looking for a more online way to do that, because you might not be here when Lena's here, you can also find that there.
Announcement?
Mhm.
Okay, go.
Just something very quickly, just to put on everyone's radar. I was looking to do another Senate's Warm Welcome event, April 8th and 9th, so that would be a Wednesday and Thursday. So if any of you would like to participate or help, or be involved, please send me a Teams message or email me.
Thank you. Supervisor Caliocrata.
So it goes without saying, but there are no meetings next week. I'm not gonna cancel everyone's committee meeting because you all can control that, but please don't show up to meeting. Please don't. I'm just gonna say that. Someone always does. I always get a message of like, wait, are we meeting? And I'm the one that has to respond to it like, nobody is meeting. So that means as soon as we're done with this meeting, log your office hours for this week so that we don't have to bother you next week. So, yeah,
I have a question. Am I allowed to require a committee meeting?
that's what break down.
Okay.
The question. Got it? Okay. So let's, I'm gonna do your Robert's rules book. That's fine. Why is my name? No clue. Awesome. Alrighty, so here we go. Did open it. Like, so I call them up.
Yvonne, you want to step back up?
Yeah, so I go.
I don't have the actual like script you emailed me. I have the actual like one from Google Bylaws.
As long as we say everything correct, we're good to go.
Okay.
Why don't you? Exactly.
Something's disappearing.
Bonnie Nagraj, please,
Guys,
please put your hand on the Robert's Rules of Order. Do you solemnly swear to do your civic duty, to serve your college, your community, and most importantly, your fellow students in a democratic fashion?
Yes, I do.
That you will treat all people equally and fairly, that you will strive to create a student senate which is welcoming to everyone, and that you will protect and defend the rights of all students.
Yes, I will.
That you will listen, speak out, and act in ways which will empower all students, and that you will carry out all these tasks to the best of your ability.
Yes, I will.
Congratulations, you're now sending.
Hang on.
wait, don't take yet. He's gotta pull up.
Yeah, come on, hang on, let me, hang on, I gotta pull up my camera.
Oh, boy.
Like a whole process. It's gotta be a position for this.
You can't move your going.
Alright, that's good.
That's a lot of smiling. Congratulations. Feel free to join us at the table.
Thank you very much. Before we move to adjournment, I think I have a motion.
I can go.
Okay. Okay, then we are moving down to adjournment. Do I entertain a motion to adjourn?
I said.
Who can I
vote
possibly
for
pick?
you.
I think Furkan Sindar has this.
Yeah, I would like to make a motion that adjourn the meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second me.
I believe Vice President Rogers had that first. I'd like to pass this motion by unanimous consent. So boys, any concerns you have? Otherwise, in 5, 4,
Wait,
3, Vice President Nichols.
have a good spring break, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, you too.
Everyone have a nice spring break. 3, 2, 1. Meeting.
Good job, everyone. Get the fuck out of here.
Happy spring.